You guys wanna look at this real quick? Tyger and Merald, do we wanna bring that up? I almost don't even feel a need. If
I
you look at
don't
that, I just highlighted it. I mean, up to you.
I don't really I don't know.
We could just talk on street team-ish, I guess, maybe,
I
a
can
little
talk
bit.
about some of the things that were brought up if you guys want.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Um, I guess, like, in terms of, like, our involvement with street team, so, like, obviously, I was banned, like, 2 years I don't even know how long ago it was now, 2 years ago, uh, and whatnot. Tiger got banned a little bit later than that, or, you know,
Yeah, it's slightly over a year
and
ago.
whatnot, and then Merald was banned, like, a month or 2 before the whole incident, or not incident, but, that whole thing. So, like, obviously, we had very limited control when it came to in-character stuff, right? So, it's not that we didn't want to help out or anything like that. There's only so much that we could do, but, we always kinda operated Street Team as a, group decisions and stuff like that. We always ask for other input, uh, and I think a lot of people even valued some of our opinions and thought processes of how to do stuff in terms of Street Team as a business. Where, like, when you're on NoPixel, it's a content server. It's no longer really been an RP server for a long time now. And, we did pretty well for ourselves in terms of, building our channels, building, the little bit of a community that we had and everything like that. So we were always had that thought process of it's a business and that we're
Yeah.
gonna try and do what we can to help each other out. And a lot of people, came to different, like, one of us, in terms of asking like,
I
"Hey,
would
what
happily
could we
say
do?"
that every time there was a decision to be made, no matter if I was on the server, if I was banned, if I was on the server, off the server, no matter what, people still came to me and asked me for decision or my opinion on the matter and how to handle it.
Right.
And
I
not
mean,
even
just to add
go ahead.
more, like you can apply to any sort of application. If you have friends, you're not always working in the same industry, you don't work the same jobs. People always have issues. People always have problems. And as a friend, you're there to listen to those problems and hear them out. So even if a friend has a problem or something that he doesn't like about work, he will come to you to ask for your opinion. He will come to you to vent to you. It was the same thing on NoPixel. Even though we were banned, we are still friends. People are coming to us. Well, oh, what do you think about this? Oh, this happened today. Got me really upset. And you would talk to these people. And the biggest problem, I mean, they were highlighting it as if it was a bad thing, as if we were doing something wrong. And just
And
apply to any life experience. It's just a normal thing.
like, it all went way further than just NoPixel. Like, we would be in Discord just talking about random stuff that came up. Like, I know there was instances where, like, "Hey, like, this happened to me," like, I was like, "Dude, you should have maybe done this," there's things that you have resources, like, access to that could, maybe prevent you feeling uncomfortable and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't just Street Team being on NoPixel. Like, we talked about other random stuff and gave inputs on stuff and helped people out with in many different aspects besides just what was going on. Like, it wasn't, like, we helped. It wasn't that we wanted full control or anything like that, but we wanted to I'll admit, I want a Street Team to be in a good light, be moving forward, be progressive in terms of, like, not just being people that just stood around doing nothing sometimes and that was kind of it. Like, I liked trying to provide uh, content for people that cared to watch Street Team. So that's all I was trying to do in terms of my influence on Street Team. So
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, at the end of the day, Street Team ended up as more of a business than see them what it was a gang. And no, I don't think any of us wanted to just let it die just because we're permabanned off the server because there was still a lot of members that wasn't banned and we didn't want it to just die. That's why we're so hands on pretty much most of the shit that was going on because just because we're banned doesn't mean you have to all go to shit for the other people that are there.
Especially if those people are asking you for help. Like, what are you gonna do? Gonna ignore them? Like, of course not. They're your friends. And now it's what Street Team was. We're all like close group of friends, and we handpicked every single member carefully to make
we
sure that
were,
number one, they were friends.
yeah, we were very, picky, I guess, or careful as to who we let try and get close because of associations and how honestly how quick you can fast track yourself just by being associated with someone. Because I mean, if you look around, a lot of people do it in terms of just fast tracking to get associations to even other people to get close and stuff like that. Like we were always trying to be very careful of that, even when we weren't on the server. It's like, hey, got to keep this in mind. And we try to hold people up to different like certain standards as well in terms of like in character, out of character stuff, because we cared about it as a business and an image and a brand. So I think that's kind of it at that point. It was important to us. And then like decisions, we made decisions a lot of time, you know, based on in character decisions for sure, and some OOC stuff just because of the brand and what made sense in character as well. So like it wasn't just one person's thoughts. We get together, hear each other out, put a lot of things together in terms of what would be better for the future. And it wasn't just one person's thing. We made sure everyone was on the same page, or at least the majority were. And then from there, we would go forward.
Joe, I think Stub just brought up an interesting question. We're not trying to. We're not trying to blame shift. We're not trying to.
Yeah, we're not trying to switch the blame to anybody. I think we're here to take responsibility for the stuff we did rather than blame anybody
Or
for
should we
coming
say
out
the
or exposing.
stuff that we could have done to prevent stuff or talk to people that they shouldn't act a certain way, and those stuff we didn't do. Now we're not trying to blame other people for exposing it. I guess they have their own reasons why. Genuinely, we have no contact to these people. Nothing was brought to us. It all just came out of nowhere from 0 to 100. We're not here to blame anybody. We're just here to clear the allegations. And honestly, I think I'm speaking for everybody here, but we're not. We have no interest in Nopixel at all. Like, zero
or
interest.
or RP in general. Me personally, no interest in Nopixel or any type of RP.
This is not anything in terms of like what Merald said at the beginning. There's no, at least for me, I'll speak for myself, of no intention of returning to streaming or anything like that. Will I try and play video games on the occasion? Yeah, but I'm not, I don't want people to fucking get PTSD over just hearing my voice or something when I didn't do anything, and I don't know if that's in their control to figure out or not. So
Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm sure we're open to answer some questions in the chat, but
Yeah, and
does anybody else have anything?
it's really hard for us to defend ourselves against stuff we don't really know what we're really accused of. Yeah, we know what some people did, and we can say that we don't really
that's
agree with their views or the shit they said, but we're not really sure what exactly
that's another good
what
point.
we said or what was brought up against us.
what the
That's-
fuck is this for, Nada?
That's another good thing that Merald just brought up. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to talk about specifics when we don't know specifics. I woke up at 4 or 5 a.m. and all of this stuff happened. Like nobody told us anything. Nobody contacted us. No notifications. No messages. We just woke up and we had to react. Like went from 0 to 100. It's hard to talk about something which we don't know. We obviously we know that afterwards, when I woke up, I saw the message from certain people, and who those people are, and from those responses, we can try sort the puzzle. But again, we just have nothing to work with.
We
Yeah.
still very much so don't know. Like, obviously, there's, I guess, categories that we were, accused of, but we don't know specifics as to anything. And people were just okay with jumping in on that, I guess, accusations and stuff like that without asking us for any any of our input or anything like that. So, I mean, look, we'll take questions, but if we don't see anything in terms of actually asking a legit question, then I don't know.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
people
care.
have
Yeah, go for it.
genuine questions, you can try answer that if you want.
What really happened to Chav? Well, Chav was removed from the gang because well, viewers and other people of the community kept coming down to us and telling us that he keep interacting in uh meta
Meta
chats.
chats.
Yeah, meta chats. And we asked him a few times, yo, you own the server now, you shouldn't really be in meta chats there for viewers, there for your community to talk about. And we warned him like 4 or 5 times that on the last warning we just told him, yo, we don't really want you doing that and you keep doing it. So
I mean, the guy was looking at meta chats, he was interacting, he was
typing in meta chats while he was on the server.
yeah, that's something obviously that's something that it's not very
And
good, is
that
it? That we don't want to be
it doesn't
attached to
look
that sort
good.
of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. And when you associate with that person, it reflects on you. So of course we're gonna have like an issue with it.
This happened a while ago. I was speaking on it now. Someone asked.
Oh, we already answered that. It's a simple case of Merald attempted to speak about it on Twitter at the time. You can go back and check if you want. And it was all the same responses. Everybody just took sides. No one wanted to listen. So okay, we were like, listen, if everybody's heated right now, no one wants to listen. Let's take some time and let things simmer down, and then maybe people will be interested to hear. And that's why we just took the time away. Honestly, I'm sure Spore and Merald will agree, but we're not planning to have like a 2-hour stream or anything. So
Yeah, no. And
it's
there's
just
just a lot of just random shit that's kind of be saying, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. And all the accusation, like, look, we don't know anything in terms of what has been quote unquote floating around and stuff like that. So, I mean, feel free to enlighten us, to be honest with you. But we've received nothing in terms of anything of any
Yeah,
sort of
if
explanation.
you
At least
have
I
any
haven't.
if you have any proof of any of us in here saying anything sexist or racist or any of that shit that you're saying in chat, just tweet it at us. Show us the proof. Because us three, we got brought up into the whole shit as enablers. We got included in it as being the enablers of all that shit.
A lot of things I think were twisted out of, context as well, because a lot of decisions were just made off of in character stuff. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what the person was or anything like that. Like if you weren't making good decisions in character, yeah, of course you're gonna get kicked or it makes sense for you to leave. So I don't know where some of this stuff comes from. It's all doesn't make sense.
what's one of the questions. Why don't y'all come with receipts stating your innocence? So please explain how do you want me to prove my innocence? How do you want me to prove something that I didn't do? Do you want to see my whole Discord DM history?
We don't know damaged.
Like, sure, my whole Discord. I'll let you show you my DMs if I mean, I don't mind. If the people that were accusing us of stuff, I'll show the DMs. Again, if they're okay with it, I don't mind. But we're not here. We already clarified. We're not here to start drama. We're not here to out people. we're just talking about our side. We don't want to. Listen, I know the stream and the viewers. You all love drama, but we're not here to stir a pot. We're not here to cause problems. We're just talking about. We got accused of things. We talk about it. We clear it, and that's it. I'm not. We're not starting a back and forth here. But do you guys have anything to add?
No, really. I'm just
No, there
trying to
really
see any
hasn't been
question that actually
anything.
makes sense in chat.
Yeah.
This happens the day after the change. It was weird. Yeah, it all got caused by a joke I made on stream the day before that certain someone is not getting a chain.
Any other questions? I'm trying to scroll, but
No, I'm not really seeing anything.
Yeah. Like, we've kind of said things that answer a lot of this stuff in terms of like, we only know so much. We really don't know anything. So, we try to, you know, make contact with some people in terms of what
Did y'all
happened.
really plan RP or OC?
No, I don't think we ever did. I mean, I haven't been on the server for fucking 2+ years, so.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. If you have any proof that you want to share with us, because it's really hard to defend ourselves against proof we don't have. And if you have any proof of us saying any of the shit we're being accused of, then share it.
yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, if anybody has anything, then share it. Well, I mean, that's about it. I think. I don't know. I feel like we answered most of the questions. No.
Yeah, or the ones that actually mattered.
Oh yeah, I mean, all the relevant questions. Let's say.
All right. I don't see anything
Yeah, I think
that's
that's
worth
it.
mentioning. So, all right. I'm out.
All right.